guess you had a lot of chances to win that game if you'd just been able to have a bit more polish in front of goal. Is that how you look at it?
Yeah, look, I think both boxes, to be honest, obviously started the game really, really well. Again, a little bit like last week, probably some of our best stuff in that opening 20 minutes. Deserved the lead. We probably should have had more goals in that period. I think we missed some key moments. And then, conceded a soft goal off a set piece. I mean, they've got some tall timber and we don't at the moment, so that's something that we have to improve and work on our setup. But disappointed, to be honest, not to get the points tonight. We created more than enough to win that game.
You'd be disappointed maybe with some of your clearances as well. They seem to do that a bit better. You reckon Raphael scored after you just failed to get it away, really? Yeah,
look, probably could do better with the first contact there, and I think there's always, like I say, there's always a few moments that lead to goals. You've got to look a little bit before that and then a little bit after that header as well. I think Jackie could have got a little bit tighter. There's no one else in the box, so ball doesn't score, player scores. So, like I say, in both boxes tonight, not good enough. But the football we played, to be honest, was top shelf at times. So, plenty of positives and plenty of things to carry forward.
Rojas is really being involved in a lot of good things for you, a lot of assists lately and goals. I mean, he could have won it for you too. Just the woodwork was a great run. I think that's a good sign, isn't it? He's really coming into his own, like you said he would. Yeah,
Marco's great. Like I said, he's a top level player. He's above the level, to be honest. And but he spent a long time out of the game, and you're now seeing what he's capable of as he gets fitter and fitter. Again, fine margins, decide games, and the ball could have easily gone in. He did everything right, bar score.
Tom Waddingham coming back from injury. Did the side miss his presence up front as that at number 9 striker, given sort of the way the game plan was to cross in the box and try and sort of avoid the Macarthur tall timber?
Yeah, look, he's one of our bigger bodies as well, so he helps us in both boxes. But Tommy had a hamstring strain, and we had to look after the kid as well. He had a scan, and there was a minor issue there, so we wanted to look after him, and that did disrupt us a little bit because he's a focal point, and he's definitely good in both boxes. So you could see tonight he's had a golden opportunity. I think on another day he takes that. So look, that's the way it is sometimes. Our setup and our performance programs are very good, and we have to look after our assets, and Tommy's kind of had to be modified, but it's good to see him back out there, and I'm sure he'll step back into his own.
Speaking of Tommy, what's your feelings about him going off now to the Oileroos, if obviously injury permitting?
Yeah, well, he's back fit now, and that's our job to get him back when he's had that niggle. I wish him all the best. I'm very proud of how he's gone about his business this season, especially in my short time here. He's been fantastic. So look, he goes in there confident with some goals under his belt, and I'm sure he'll do the country proud.
And also as well, now 5 games to go. The top 6 seems to be drifting away as far as points-wise go. Do you still give a realistic chance of making finals from here?
Look, I haven't looked at the ladder after this game. I'll have to look how it all falls. But there's always, for as long as there's a mathematical chance, we'll continue to work harder and push for that. I know the group definitely wants to play finals. Tonight, like I say, our football was definitely good enough. But in both boxes, in the key moments, we weren't there.
You've got a couple of players out with injury. Does the international break almost arrive at a good time for you to take a couple of weeks now to get everyone fit for these last crucial 5 games?
Yeah, potentially. We've had a couple of issues. Obviously Scotty Neville ACL, then Tommy Waddingham with his hamstring. Coletti's picked up an injury as well. They're all guys that are key players for us in our squad, so it's not been ideal. But there are also a couple of guys like Anthony Burke-Gilroy. He's had a bit of a groin issue, so he's been modified as well and only just back to training, so that's kind of why he was off the bench and not there from the start. So there's a few issues. Hopefully the break gives us our physios and our medical team, who do a fantastic job, a chance to get those players fully fit for our next match.
In terms of just finding that right midfield balance, do you feel like you've got your best combination out there with the likes of Jay and Henry linking up?
Definitely. I think, like I say, let's look at the key markers in the game. Possession, final third entries, shots on target, corners. I haven't seen the stats, but we would have dominated all of them. And there are that speaks volumes for the type of football we're playing. You don't have to look too hard to see, the intricacies of how well the boys are knocking the ball around. But again, games are won and lost in both boxes. So there's areas for us to improve. There's areas for us to improve recruitment-wise, and we'll do that.
And just the overall experience playing at Ballymore today, how'd you find that?
Oh, great. Look, the fans, I keep saying it, harping on about it here, but our fans are fantastic, and it's nice to have them so close and have those guys, urging us on. And and giving us the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it's nice to be in the trenches with them. So it was a nice experience playing at Ballymore. Obviously disappointed we didn't win, but I'm really proud of the effort of my group, and I'm certainly proud of how much the fans got behind their team.
And now 2 weeks to prepare for a trip to Wellington. What's the next steps in the process for that?
Like we were saying, before, is get all our bodies fit and healthy. I think is the main thing, and bring the group together, and then we look to improve. There's some areas that are quite clear that we need to improve, and we'll focus on that. But we'll also take the positives. We've been on a pretty good run, to be honest, since I've been here. The boys have been fantastic, played some really good football. Just need to be a little bit more clinical in both those key areas.